last season. Did all these same things we're going to give you now. And we happened to be good on some of them. Like, he was almost perfect in predicting the Red Wings points. And I was almost perfect in predicting everything else. I'm not confident this year. But we're going to do the same things. Check the corner there. That is where I'm going to give you, look at our past predictions. Look where, it was recorded a long time ago. Check the facts. We're doing it again. I like doing this kind of shit, and I drag him along with it. He's kicking and screaming, but this is what it looks like.
I don't have the energy for that.
Yeah, no,
I can't kick and scream.
I don't have consent, but he's just kind of laying there now.
Yeah.
And that feels wrong. But what I'm going to do now is we're going to, look at it, guys. Look at it. Division winners. Cue up whatever's going on right now. Video editing. All right, guys, back to reality.
Oops, there goes gravity.
We're going to go Pacific, Central, Atlantic, Metropolitan in this order. My prediction last year was wrong. It was my only one I got wrong because the Knights weren't the Knights, and it felt bad.
They still aren't.
And I know you guys, you're like, well, you're a Kraken fan. You like what they did? Yes, I've loved their offseason, but I don't even predict they're going to make the playoffs. So what I'm going to give to you, and this is going to set the tone for every prediction I make for the rest of this and how bad I feel about it. I'm predicting the Edmonton Oilers to win the Pacific Division. I hate it. I hate every bit of it. Ugh!
You're wrong. Calgary. The Flames are so much better after that trade.
I don't.
Matthews.
I don't believe
not
in
Matthews, but Matthew Tkachuk and Goudreau.
That's fair. I didn't believe in Calgary before, and then they lost in 5 to the team I picked. So, I'm just saying.
Their defense is going to be better, and their all-around offense is going to be better. They have 2 top-tier centers now.
You know, okay. I mean, okay.
I'm going to need you to get in the bus. Join me.
The Flames need to prove it to me because I do not believe in the Flames. I haven't believed in the Flames for a long time. And the last time I was this close to believing in the Flames, I believe it was like the 2019 playoffs or something like that, where they played the Avalanche and they were the higher seed, and the Avalanche just abused them, like Johnny Gaudreau and the bunch.
Last time I believed in them, Kiprusoff speared Franzen.
Ooh, that's a long time ago. But anyway.
But imagine if you would have believed in them last year. You would have gone 4-for-4 in the division choice.
You're right.
Yeah.
So the Battle of Alberta, it'll be between us. I like that. I like that you chose the Flames, actually. Central, I did some thought. I thought hard and long about the Blues. I thought long and hard about the Wild. But when it came right down to it, I decided to just go chalk. Avalanche.
There's not much thinking for me as Avalanche. Minnesota is going to be slightly worse because of getting rid of. They traded to LA. Fiala.
Yeah.
They're going to be worse because Fiala's gone, and St. Louis is going to be worse without the old man Perron.
The thing is that Minnesota, I feel, is a pretty good goaltending advantage over a lot of teams that they're playing.
They have no Talbot.
No, but they have Flower, and I believe in Flower.
They have a 40-year-old Flower.
I believe in Flower, though.
Wilton.
He put up good numbers in Minnesota.
I love Flower. I'm just.
I know, exactly. And he was like the only person that really was any good besides DeBrincat, who's not on the Blackhawks. Catch later in this video. As we transition to the Atlantic, guys, I've done a lot of shitting. I mean a lot, and I'm probably going to do more. But keep up with this video. If you look at the streamline, there's a lot of beavers on this channel, there's a lot of whalers on this channel, there's a lot of D's on this channel. I do a lot of shitting, and I apologize for all the future shitting I'm going to do, but accept this as an olive branch. My Atlantic winner, in my opinion, I am predicting the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Are ours going to be that fucking close? Is it going to come down to the
Battle of
Pacific? Yeah. Because I'm going with Toronto.
No.
I believe Florida is not going to be as good this year. barring Anton Nadell doesn't step up and make it so that they are really good. Their defense is going to be slightly worse because they got rid of Uyghur, and I think Tampa Bay is slowly becoming old.
Well, the thing is, Tampa Bay, they're
not as hungry either.
They also don't need to win the division.
They just need to be in the playoffs.
You watched Tampa Bay last year. They didn't need to win the division. And I felt going in that Florida was probably a better team in the regular season for various reasons, but in the playoffs, it's just Tampa Bay's game that they play. But interesting. I've liked this so far, and you know what? The Metropolitans. I was gonna I was gonna hurt myself bad with my Metropolitan pick because I was going to go wild and say Penguins. I since have pulled that back. Last year's pick. You know what? I'm not gonna do that this time, even though I still believe in the Canes. I'm going with regular season Rangers.
You fucker. I can't go with Pitt because they don't even have an Evan Rodriguez, who was their second line player.
Okay, yeah.
So they're gonna be hurt slightly more in this year. Carolina's their depth at D isn't as good. I don't believe Tony DeAngelo is gonna be there anymore. I don't know if they re-sign Brendan Smith or not. Do I just do it to make it feel different? I'm gonna choose the Rangers then. Just for that, I think it's going to be 1-2 again. It's going to be Carolina and the Rangers. But I don't know. That division is going to be one of the weaker ones, personally.
Well, it was last year. It was like the top 4 of it were decided at the end of January or before. It was rough, especially for, I'm sorry, Islander fans, but it was rough. Bring back the fishermen. Everything will be okay. That was interesting. Now, last year we agreed on 2 of them. The Eastern Conference, we were not in agreement. Western Conference, we were lockstep. So this is fascinating, and I like it. I dig it. So here we go. This is where we reveal the differences, because we are now going to predict more animation. Stanley Cup Finals. The teams participating, and you pick a winner. Would you like me to go first in this one as well?
Go ahead.
Boy, I hate this pick. Boy, I loathe doing this, because what do I do? Do I pick the Lightning? Do I pick the Lightning? And on the other side, do I just pick the Avalanche? Oh, it hurts. Because, I feel like things are wide open, but at the same time, I don't feel like there's a lot of cream that's going to rise to the top. I went wild here, and I'm going to apologize to Canada. Again. It's going to happen again. Because it's wild, guys. I'm sorry. Because this happened once before. The same matchup, by the way. I predict that your Stanley Cup runner-up is going to be the Edmonton Oilers. And I predict that the winner is going to be the Carolina Hurricanes. Oh my God!
Oh, you're picking Carolina to make it all the way.
Oh boy. No, I believe in Carolina. They won't have Pacioretty for the first 3/4 of the season. But that depth for playoffs, if he comes back and doesn't have to carry a team, I like it. I like it.
What team does he try and carry?
Well,
Montreal?
This is why you're here. You got the good jokes.
I guess I'm. Shit, man. That's the one side I'm not. Fuck, I don't even know about either side.
It was rough. I went wild on this. Not real wild. You get it.
I'll go wild. I'll say Minnesota and it's not gonna be Florida. I don't feel like Tampa has it. Dude, I'll go off the grid just for sake of being, and I'll say Rangers and Minnesota. I would love that because that color scheme is just wild in the finals.
I like the fun. That's two. Not this. We talk off camera. I don't know if you guys knew this, but we were discussing, and actually you brought up you predicting something every year. Eventually, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Last year, you had the Wild in the Stanley Cup Finals. Doing it again.
I had a different New York team.
You did. You did. Actually, it's so similar. It's crazy. So who's the winner there?
Oh. I gotta give it to the Rangers because their goaltending is better.
Honestly, I would like to see the Rangers win for the first time since '94. I think that'd be fantastic. So consider me in. Have like Zibanejad, that hair just raising that cup. I'd be okay with that. But I don't think that the Rangers, like, they have a distinct goaltending advantage. But when it comes to like skill and when it comes to offensive consistency or like experience in the playoffs, I would say that that's where Carolina has the edge, and that's where mine. It was probably one of those.
Okay, I was gonna say Minnesota over that. No, but Carolina versus.
Yeah.
That's I just wanted to be different. I didn't want to pick Carolina.
Boy, like this is good. I like a lot. I want the Wild to make it. They're so bad. I want that.
The
so
unfortunate
bad.
thing is, I feel like your team's gonna be on the back end is starting to get older, so they might be injured come towards that time.
It's
You got a
possible.
Doogie Hamilton that I don't think played a full season last year.
Is
Doogie's with New Jersey, ain't he?
Oh yeah, he know it.
Yeah,
I didn't
my bad.
recognize Dewey. I was like, well,
Doogie?
I know who you're talking about now. Yeah, Mark Zuckerberg. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. This is already exciting, but now it goes from light to dark. Our dark horses. Oh God, there's a horse noise. I put one in there. And or like surprise team or teams. You can pick more than one. I tend to like to stick with one because, you know, I like to put all my eggs in one basket. Would you like me to go first here as well?
Yeah, go ahead.
I had no idea who to pick here. I really didn't. Last year was a very easy pick. I went with the Kings, and I felt like it was cheating. And the Kings made it, and they put up a fight against the Oilers, and I was proud of them. But this year, as far as like dark horse teams, there's people who would be like, hey, Ottawa Senators. I'm like, well, I get it. I understand it. But I'm going a little off the grid, but a team that I thought overperformed based on how I perceived them last year. My dark horse pick? That hurts to say, because like I'm supposed to be in a rivalry with them based on proximity, but Canucks. The Nucks.
To make the playoffs?
To make the playoffs. Vancouver. I'm not saying they're going to do anything, but I'm saying they're going to make it, and that's going to raise an eyebrow or two.
My dark horse. First off, that'll be my bold predictions. Dark horse team. I believe Ottawa's going to make the playoffs. I think this is not a playoff thing, but I think Buffalo will do the same thing they do every year, and they will start fucking strong and make people feel like they're going to make the playoffs.
Okay. Right.
They will have they'll win 6 of the first 10 games, and then just taper off.
Yeah.
But my other my other dark horse team, Columbus and Ottawa.
Oh, okay. Redacted.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong. I think this year's gonna be wild.
Because they're gonna make the playoffs.
Yeah.
And go to Stanley Cup Finals. So, guys, now we're gonna be little homers here, and we're going to predict how many points the Red Wings are gonna get this season. Now, I feel good because my number is much higher than last year. But as I have stated, I don't believe in them to make the playoffs, but I like where we are going. So my number is 11 more than you'd like. It's 88.
I hate you so much.
What did you have?
88.
Oh my god.
Because I think it's gonna be I think it's gonna be somewhere between 88 to 92.
You can tell that we're friends. We have stuff in common. You know what? I think it's unacceptable that we have the same number. So I will.
88 is the year of my birth. You have to fucking change.
I know. I'm going to, and I will not pick 87. 89. It's got to be one or the other. Wow, lovely.
Why are you in there? I'm supposed to be in there so I can win.
We got 2 names in common.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. All right, that was quick and easy. But now, the hottest of takes. We had some loosely last year, but this year it's a fixture. We're allowed to have any number, but you got to bring with a little bit of heat. They got to be a little bit controversial or fun. And so here's some hot takes. It's burning. Would you like to go first this time? Give me one of them.
The T-Bird rant.
Yeah.
I believe Nashville falls out of the playoffs.
Bam.
They overachieved.
Bam. All right, I'm going to do the one that I feel the worst about first. I don't want what I'm going to say here to be. Don't clip this. Don't share it to millions of people.
Please do.
Don't share it with the state of Ohio or the province of Alberta. Don't share it with those people. I beg of you. Because,
Please, sir.
please, sir, please don't. Please don't make me go viral in hockey markets. I don't say this with any contempt. And I don't say this because I root against him. I actually very much root for him. I have found myself, I like him playing well and doing well. I find to be endearing. I love his name. But I have this sneaking suspicion, based on his historical arc, that Johnny Gaudreau will not have more than 75 points this season. I predict him to fall off a bit, and I think that's partially Blue Jacket influenced, and I think it's also, like,
He doesn't have a true center.
I don't think he's that prolific. I like him as a player, but I don't think, like, I'm not entirely sure yet that Huberdeau is that prolific. He was just on a really good team. Gaudreau was around people who were doing really good things. Being next to Line A is probably neat, but
It's the same setup he had there, though.
I
They're
don't.
both wings.
I truly don't see him even sniffing 100. And the thing is I'm glad he got his bag. He got his money. I'm glad that he got it with a team that I absolutely don't root for, because fuck them and they're overdoing contracts. On that team, I'm glad that Werenski and him got the money. And if they want to stay there, more power to them. But I don't root for the Blue Jackets. And I think they are this little, like, gross cesspool of grossness. And I know he wanted to be closer to home, but Johnny.
Wasn't even that close to home.
Well, it's closer in Calgary, I suppose.
Yeah.
But man, you should have actually gone to the Devils, or you should have stayed in Calgary. Not if you want to win a cup. If I were you, I'd rather score 75 and win a cup. But do you know who's never winning a cup? Again, don't clip this. Blue Jackets, and I mean ever in the history of the NHL.
They're making the playoffs. I already called it.
Well, someone's getting swept in the first round. So that was the one I feel the
Tampa
worst.
Bay.
Maybe. Oh man! Okay, the Blue Jackets have done one good thing in their history, and it was that. So that's the one I feel bad about.
I think he gets 88 to 90 points. Side bet?
I think it's too much, but I'll side bet that.
Okay.
So, all right. So you said 88 to 90, and I'll say 70 to 75.
Yep.
Okay. And
he achieves or he underachieves.
yeah.
It's fair.
Okay. Cool. You saw it here. Don't clip it.
Yeah. Or do. Make him know that I was right.
What I have.
He's gonna get injured and neither one of us are fucking right.
Yeah, the text right here. All these hot takes and all this stuff. This is what I'm telling you. This is the instructions I'm giving you. Follow it. Anyway, what do you got? What else you got?
I think I've done that one already with the Eichel curse is gonna continue.
Not here.
No?
No. Fill these people in.
It hurts me to say it, but I think the Eichel curse is gonna continue. I don't even know if I think they're in a soft division. They have a chance of making the playoffs, but I think it continues. I don't think they do well with him. It's on top of the fact that they have a Kessel who also doesn't play solid defense. So they have to surround him with people who will. No. Back to you, Jim.
Okay. I think I only have one more. And I don't know, man. I feel this seems like it's not a hot take. It seems like it's not a super prediction. And you know what? I might have a really wild one to close my stuff out. But this one, I'm rooting for me to be wrong. But I'm saying it now. And I'm saying it loud. The Senators are missing the playoffs. I'm saying it now, guys. I like DeBrincat. I like what they've done. I like how aggressive they were. But I last year that was supposed to be a step, and they were behind a team that I thought to be far worse. That team's the Detroit Red Wings. I know that injuries and all that matter, but I feel like they super underachieved last year, and either they're going to finally play to their potential or they're going to regress to the mean that we saw. And I want so badly to be like, you know what? No, I have another one after this. I want so badly for them and the Maple Leafs to play every year in the playoffs. I think that's fucking awesome. But I don't think we're gonna get that. Yeah, I do have one more after this. I'm full of it. Continue. What do you got? You got another one?
This is just an asshole take.
Good. Show them it.
Tortorella's is no longer the coach of Philly after 2 seasons. They'll give him a full season, but that team is cesspool. It will not. It will be at the bottom of the league, and that is a hard take. I think they're gonna be lottery for sure.
I don't know if he's gonna make it through the year. Not my take, but I'm with you.
Mm-hmm. He's an asshole.
He's an asshole. I just don't. I don't really buy Tortorella building anything up. I see him pushing everything until it falls apart. So, all right, last one, guys. And again, don't say I never did anything for you and your fan base. It hurts me to say this because I'm getting off every playoff season when this happens, but it's not going to happen this season. I'm saying it now. For the first time since I graduated fucking high school, the Maple Leafs are winning a first-round series, and then they're losing in the second. But they are totally making it out of the first round. That's going to burn me later. Don't clip it.
And he's getting the tattoo of Austin Matthews' mustache.
They got to win a cup, man.
Exactly.
Yeah, if
we're all going to be wrong.
If Toronto wins a cup, I will reopen.
With him there.
Yeah, with Austin Matthews there. I reopen my Austin Matthews tattoo. It will happen. But I predict they will win in the first round, and it will be sloppy, and the fans in Toronto will hate it, and then they'll lose in 5 in the second round. There it is. You have anything else? Are we ending on that? Or do you have something?
Bye.